brought to you by
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as a roaring sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark path has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Hi, I'm Jackie Brown. A lot of people remember me as Jackie Terry. I was the MLK event coordinator for over 30 years. And before I get into talking about Martin Luther King celebration in Tulsa, I want to give sad news and ask that everyone give prayer and for healing and peace for the Patricia Bryant family. Patricia Bryant was the MLK parade coordinator for over 30 years, along by my side. She passed away yesterday after a long illness. And I know you all remember her because she was the staunch sergeant that made sure everything ran perfectly fine. Whenever we held the parade, it was always, she took it from a few little cars going down to Cincinnati to being filmed on, televised on Channel 8. And we almost became, we were the biggest parade in the Southeast region. And so if you would just say a prayer for the family, I would be eternally grateful. Now, to get back to Martin Luther King, the Martin Luther King celebration in Tulsa, the one thing that always gave me a warm memory was that it was the one time of the year that no matter what was going on, Tulsa came together as a city.
Hello, my name is Dr. Lana Turner Addison. I serve as the president for the North Tulsa Economic Development Initiative here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We have been established for over 13 years. The recognition of the Martin Luther King holiday serves as a symbol of hope. Dr. King was a preacher, he was a humanitarian and an activist who fought for equal rights for all people. He demonstrated to America love in action. He led peaceful demonstrations, gave inspiring speeches, and fought for working people. He also played a key role fighting for civil rights. The North Tulsa Economic Development Initiative is about rebuilding North Tulsa, rebuilding a community one project at a time. It's about the hope for a better future. This MLK holiday continues to serve as a commemorative holiday, a holiday that represents hope for that better future. And I'm gonna leave you with this. In the words of Dr. Martin Luther King, hate, which is going on now, hate can drive out hate. Only love can do that. So please continue to commemorate the Martin Luther King holiday celebration. Thank you.
To you by Coming up next is a very special young lady, one of our very own young writers and performers. She actually shares the birthday with Dr. King, presenting Cheyenne Tucker.
Today I'm honoring a man whose legacy lives on. I am proud to share the same birthday as Dr. Martin Luther King. My poem is called Long Live the Black King. Long live the man who marched, the man who fought for our rights and independence, who preached to us with his powerful words of wisdom, the man who was willing to go to jail for his cause, who never wanted us to use violence but to use peaceful marches, and the man who died and left a great impact on Black lives and others. January 15, 1929 is when our miracle was born, and later he has become one of many great kings. His words, his actions, his behavior lives within us. And as he said, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as brothers and sisters. So let us celebrate one of many black kings, and let his legacy live on for centuries to come. Long live our black king, the dreamer. Things are a little better and dreams can come true.
I remember the events going on in this country during Dr. King's lifetime. I remember admiring how he stuck to his principles and made an example of peaceful protest. That is a hard thing to do when there are angry people all around you. As I watch the things going on in our country today, I see the need for more people to understand and follow Dr. King's example. I'm proud to be a part of the Martin Luther King Commemoration Society, providing events that teach people about Dr. King's principles. I believe this gives people things to think about when they're facing the angry all of us are dealing with in one way or another.
Tried.
Brought to you by
My name is Dr. Kathy LaFortune, and I'm on the Leon Rollerson show, and I'm so happy to be on his show. He's an incredible person, an incredible human being, and another incredible human being that we will be honoring is Dr. Martin Luther King. And Dr. Martin Luther King Day is one of my favorite holidays because it deals with the subject of hope. And I work at the Tulsa County Juvenile Bureau with kids. And my goal in life is to give these kids hope, because Dr. Martin Luther King himself said that hope was the only infinite emotion. Every other emotion we express is finite. But Dr. Martin Luther King said, hope is infinite. It does not leave us. If we have it, it does not leave us. Sadness, anger, despair, we all have disappointments in life, but those are finite. And unfortunately, Dr. King did not live long enough to see some of the positive changes that he made, and he dealt with a lot of challenges, as he himself talked about, but he also said he always had hope. And when he gave the I Have a Dream speech, when you think of the word dream, what does that mean? You're dreaming, you're hoping. He gave us positive aspects of hope that we could always count on into old age, at the beginning and at the end of our lives. When we look at the stars at night in the sky, they're infinite. Hope is infinite. And I thank God for Dr. Martin Luther King Day. Thank you, Leon, for allowing me to express these words about the importance of Dr. Martin Luther King Day. Thank you. And God bless you.
We global.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. 50 years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. Thus, we have come today to dramatize a shameful condition. In a sense, we've come to our nation's capital to cash a check. When the architects of our republic wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were signing a promissory note to which every American was to fall heir. This is no time to engage in the luxury of cooling off or take the tranquilizing drug of gradualism. Now is the time to make real promises of democracy. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation onto the sunlit path of racial justice. I have a dream that one day our nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed, We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. We speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing together in the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.